I want to point out some strategically placed election posters for a candidate who is competing in the upcoming local elections for Mayo County Council. Mohammed Kamal Udin, a Labour Party election candidate for Castlebar, has placed many of his election posters right outside the refugee centre at Brafey House, as well as outside the refugee centre in the Moneen Retail Business Park. And it's important that we talk about the significance of this. Now, I've met Mr. Udin and I've no personal issues with him whatsoever. But whose vote do you think he's looking for by placing his posters here? How many refugees and asylum seekers have moved into these two areas of Castlebar and Brafey in the past 2 years? There are more than enough to significantly impact the course of the election. And with this in mind, it's vital that you get out and vote on the 7th of June. In previous elections, Mohammed Kamal Udin has received very few votes. In 2014, he received 132 votes as a local independent candidate. He was then poached by the Labour Party, who, like all parties, get paid to take on diversity candidates. Mr. Udin is eligible to run in general elections, and he ran in 2016 and in 2020 with 144 votes and 255 votes respectively. Won't it be very interesting to see how many votes Mr. Udin gets this time around? Now, let's take a quick look at this headline here. Number of migrant candidates running in local elections hits record high. 1 in 20 candidates around the country are migrants. This amounts to 100 migrants, which is up by 44 candidates from 2019. And unlike last time, most are running for political parties. What will that number be for the local elections in 2029? And why does it matter? It matters because naturally migrant candidates will look after migrant interests first and foremost, and they'll be keen to loosen immigration and family reunification rules even further. It matters because there is a coordinated effort by publicly funded NGOs and political parties to get migrants registered and out to vote. And in the long run, this harms the interests of the Irish people. It matters because what these NGOs and political parties are doing is vote fixing. This is very serious. The Immigrant Council of Ireland has been delivering what they call voter education workshops around the country, with over 20 sessions completed, reaching 2,500 migrants in the last 6 weeks alone. Now let's take a look at this clip. This is Migrant Political Coordinator Teresa Bukauska. Her job title tells you a lot.
I registered 200 people to vote in 4 days. How is your weekend going?
And also, by the way, I should say that I've heard rumours that one particular sitting Mayo County councillor has been spending a lot of time at IPAS and refugee centres in Brafey and Castlebar, making sure that all those there are registered to vote. I wonder, can you guess what Mayo County councillor that is? And if you have any information on what they've been doing, please get in touch. Since 2016, the Immigrant Council of Ireland has been, quote, delivering dedicated capacity building projects for migrants interested in entering politics. They say they've seen record numbers of migrant candidates this year, but it's not enough, and 1 in 20 does not serve to represent migrant issues. The EU is also pushing this agenda and has what they call insightful online training for migrants who wish to run in local elections in 2024. No such courses exist for non-migrant candidates, it seems. Insightful indeed. Have the Irish people not been deprioritised enough? If you want your voice heard, make sure please to get out there and vote on the 7th of June. Because you can be sure that all the asylum seekers and all the refugees who have landed here over the last 2 years will be voting. I would like to thank everybody for their support to date. And if you would like to get involved and help me with my campaign here in Castlebar, or my partner Suzanne with her campaign in Blanchardstown in Dublin, there's a link to our GoFundMe in the description below. Or if you're able maybe to help us with our leafleting over the next couple of weeks, you can send an email to Suzanne if you're based around the Blanchardstown area, or you can send me an email if you're based around Castlebar or Mayo. Thanks very much.